Guys, welcome back to Twin Rivers Wood Products. I got a special guest here with me, Christian. He got some really loud earpieces on right there. Somebody donated them and he's using them, so they look good on him there. Alright guys, so somebody challenged us to a challenge, and when I heard it I was like, you know, I said, that sounded like a redneck challenge to me. I said, I gotta take it. So this thing's going around on YouTube, and it's called the toothpick challenge. So Rachel from over there, hard-working woman, challenged Twin Rivers Wood Products. So we're gonna attempt to do it. The rule is, take this round right here, split it in half, split it in quarters. Then you take them quarters, and that 1/4 that you have, I guess you can pick whichever one you want, and you split it in half, and whichever piece is smaller, you split it in half, and you just keep on down till you can't split no more. So without further ado, me and Christian are going to try this, see how hard it is. And the way you see me split this piece is going to tell you how my brain works. So I don't when I think of firewood, when I'm cutting a piece of wood up, I'm always looking at the grain, and I'm always thinking squares. I'm not thinking of pie-shaped pieces. My mind just does not work that way. So this here challenge is going to reflect some of that. I'm a little worried because this round right here, it is not cut quite straight. I think Jenny got a little off on it, so that may make a little challenge. I'm not here to say that it'll even work. But another thing that I want you guys to think about also, and I've seen some of the guys do this challenge, and when they get down to their last little toothpick, it just buckles instead of cutting. Well, I'm here to tell you, and some of you guys may disagree with me, but when this machine came, it came with a blunt edge. So, and that's just for safety purposes. Andrew ships them with the blades not sharpened. Well, this has got a very sharp, you can almost cut yourself on this blade, it's so sharp. And that's how I believe in sharpening all my wedges. It doesn't matter where. Oh yeah, here comes the truck. Listen to that KW. That sounds good. Detroit. Sound like a Detroit. Alright. Well, I might have to go load a truck. So you know what? This video may be over. So let's just see once. Anyway, where was I at? Okay, so a sharp knife always helps. And let's see what happens. Alright guys, so we're back. I had to load a truck. Still a little bit PO'd about that whole deal because I had one last load left and I was going to take it up to my normal place up in Ohio, Kentucky line. They were begging for a load at the other place. So I said, alright, listen, I will let you have this load on one condition. That needs to all get on there. I need to get all these logs on that trailer, one way or another. And it's not going to be too much overweight. I mean, it's just, but, you know, and that was the deal to begin with. You know, just sometimes you can't gauge exactly. But I needed them logs to go on here because it's wet down here. It could be a good while till I have more. And that didn't happen. They stopped me. I think that load went out light, honestly. But I'm just a little aggravated because I could have took that load up myself. Where's up with that right there? But I could have took that load up myself and got rid of all the logs. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, it's aggravating. It is aggravating. I could have sent the logs over to my other place and got them all in there, and that'd have been it. But, you know, I trusted, you know, somebody says they're going to do it, you know, and I did it in good faith that they were going to get everything. So, whatever. It is what it is. It's $1,000 a log just laying there rotting for the next couple months is okay, I guess. But, you know, be that as it may. Anyway, let's get back to this challenge. So, I think, according to what I did, I think I got 10 splits. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, because this is what's left. And Ron, here, spin this around here. Yeah, this was the end product. So you can see, look, right here on the end, that's where that came off of. See that little notch right there? And my last split was right there. So it didn't quite split the whole way down. So does that make me 9 or 10 splits? I don't know. I know I can't re-split that right there, this toothpick here, but I don't know if that disqualifies me as far as 9 or 10 splits. So you guys let me know. I'm not know exactly if I understand the rules, but I think that's what it means. I do know, I did watch the video. I do know some of the, he had the camera, or Chris had the camera close, and the piece that looked closest to the camera looked bigger than the other piece. So, but the best of my ability, I picked the smaller piece and split it. But if you guys see something wrong with the way I did it, I'll be happy to do another challenge, because I don't mind doing it. But yeah, and oh, let's measure that piece. All right, so I'm going to measure. I didn't have time to measure. This is 17.5 inches. I was allowed 20 inches, but this one's 17.5. You can see, yeah, so that's a quarter. Yeah. But if I didn't do something right, I'll be happy to do another challenge. But I think, to the best of my knowledge, I got 10 splits. But at the least 9. But I seen Brad do one over there, and I think his brain thinks like mine does, for the most part. I think I just watched his a little bit. But that's what I got. There's my toothpick, and I think I got 9 or 10. You guys let me know, and if you think I didn't do something right, I'll be happy to do it again. Can't guarantee I can do it all day long, but one thing I'm seeing in this challenge is I could have used red oak. I chose to use white oak because I'm telling you, red oak is more brittle. And you know, I learned that in the sawmill business and working with wood, building fine clocks and stuff like that when I was young. I used all these species of wood, so I know the nature of each one. White oak is more flexible, pliable, stringy. It's not going to, red oak to me, to do this challenge, would be too brittle. So I had that going for me. You may disagree with me, but that's just what I've learned over my many years of working with wood. I love oak wood, my favorite. Cherry is one of my favorite too. I would use cherry, but cherry's so brittle, it'll probably broke. Red oak is more brittle, so I think I'm seeing in some of these challenges there it broke too quick. Another thing is, and I did not have a straight cut piece either. So what would happen here, I'm going to show you. Look at the angle this is sitting. You see that, Ronnie? Jenny didn't cut this piece straight. So it's sitting, and it was going to hit the wedge like that. I set it up like that, and that wedge hit that thing straight like that. So it made an even cut. So, you know, it'd have been easier if I'd had a straighter cut piece. I didn't have that going for me. The other thing is, if you're going to cut them in pie-shaped pieces, I should just try it sometime, but that's your first mistake. If you think in pie-shaped pieces, you're not going to get near the opportunities to make the cuts. So when I split wood, I said it before, I think in squares. I do not think in pie-shaped pieces. My old brain may just be messed up or whatever, but that's how I think. So it made perfect sense to me. I just thought right away, well, if you split it this way and this way, you're probably going to get more splits. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It just seemed that way. Another thing that helps me, and I've seen some guys say it don't make any difference. They argue with me on this, but sharpen your blades, because that's what cut through so easy. If this would be a blunt tip, it would have pushed against that last little piece right there. And some of these come and they're so dull, they're about like the edge of that wood right there. So if you try to push that flat, blunt edge against a little piece like that, what's it going to do? You're just going to bend and break it. So everything that I run has a razor sharp edge on it. I mean, that there is sharp. I'm not saying you can shave your chest with it, but you know, that is sharp. And you know, for all you guys that read the Bible says something about, you know, it's a lot easier to work with a sharp tool than what it is a dull one. You're going to work twice as hard. The same applies with this equipment. If you're going to run a dull knife, you're going to, number one, it's not going to catch the wood, so it's going to kick out a lot quicker. A sharp edge is going to catch that little piece of wood just like that and hold it in place. If it's dull, you're going to start sliding around like that. So, hey, just stuff I've learned over the years that makes sense. It's how my brain thinks. But once again, if I did something wrong in this challenge, I'll be happy to redo it. But thank you all for challenging me, Rachel. I might just go ahead and post this video right now as a bonus video for this challenge. I guess I don't watch YouTube or know the community enough to know who I could challenge. But what I've seen, it's been everybody that I've known has already been challenged. So I can't think of anybody else really that I need to challenge. But I wished I could, or I would challenge 3 people. I guess yeah. I'm learning to know everybody, but I don't know everybody like y'all probably do. So anyway, that's my challenge, and I wound it up with a little toothpick. And yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think. But I tried to do it the fairest way I could. But it does show you how you split your wood makes a difference. To me, that's the interesting part about it, you know. So I don't know if y'all learned anything, and I don't know if I learned anything, but it was fun. It sure was fun. I like doing stuff like this. But all right, guys, let me know what you think, and we'll see what happens. Catch y'all next video. Thank you.